Okay. Well, here's my reaction to the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event for August of 2020 that featured the Galaxy Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra, as well as plus the Galaxy Fold Z Fold 2 and an iPad and some mouse kidneys. Yeah. Whew. All right. That's an hour and a half I'll never get back from my life. I have never seen an event more wooden. There are like elementary school plays, like Christmas plays, that have more energy and vivaciousness than that presentation had. But I mean, what we really care about is the devices. Unfortunately, we didn't learn very much about the devices. They started off talking about the Note 20. We don't really. We know a couple of things. We know the Note 20 is going to have a 120 hertz screen. We know that the Note 20 Ultra is going to be made out of glass and it's squared off, whereas the Note 20 is rounded. We know that the Note 20, $1,000 phone, is made out of plastic. Made out of plastic. And for all of you out there saying, yeah, well, it was plastic, more durable. Yeah, but I know. However, the thing is, the industry standard is sort of making stuff out of glass, like a premium material. It feels good in the hand, ladies. And oh my God, Samsung used to get crap all the time because they made really poor quality phones in terms of build quality. And then with the S6 and onward, they improved. They copied the iPhone and got sued, but their phones, quality build-wise, got better. Now they're going back to plastic. This is the most embarrassing money grab I've ever seen from, well, maybe not ever. I don't know. They're charging $1,000 for a plastic phone. If you want to buy a plastic phone, if polycarbonate is a material that you want to have in your hands, that you want to experience, go buy the Pixel 4a for $350. Okay? Put the additional $650 in your pocket and call it a day. Yeah. What do we know otherwise about the Galaxy Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra? It's got an S Pen. I watched that whole thing, and I don't feel like I learned anything. I watched a woman run around a sound stage to demonstrate tracking her jog, which was the most cringy thing I have ever seen in my life. I need to drink this coffee. So I took some notes during the event, because usually when I watch events, I take notes and so that I can remember the important details that were given out during the event. So here's what I have. Mystic Bronze. How many times did we hear the phrase Mystic Bronze and Mystic White and Mystic Black? Mystic is an adjective that does not describe a color. Okay? Doesn't describe a color. All right, can we just all agree on that? And Mystic Bronze looks like, an old lady's lipstick. It's not very attractive at all. Sorry. I know some of you are out there, you're like foaming at the mouth and like, stop being so mean. Well, I'll say this. I'm sure that the Note 20 Ultra is going to be a really good phone. I'm sure that even though it's plastic, the Note 20 is going to be a good phone. I'm sure that the Galaxy Watch 3 or whatever it is going to be a completely serviceable. No, maybe not. It ain't going to be no No Apple Watch. And I know everybody's thinking like, oh, you just love Apple. You just love No. I've called BS on Apple before as well. And I am calling BS on Samsung right now. I'm calling BS on Samsung right now because that's what I just witnessed. I don't know how many times they said work and play. I think they were trying to make some reference to the fact that, you work at home and then I don't know. They said work and play so many times. I wanted to scratch my eyeballs out. I wanted to scratch my eyeballs, mouse kidneys. That was my only note about the beans, the Galaxy Bud beanie things. They look, especially in Mystic Bronze, they look like mouse kidneys. I have no idea how they sound. I have no idea if, I have no idea about them, but they look like little mouse kidneys. Maybe I'll get a pair and try them out. You tell me if you want me to do that down in the comments below, but that was my note. Mouse kidneys. And the most important thing, the thing that it seems like most people wanted to hear about, but they waited and waited and waited and waited and waited, was the Fold 2. And I've been to a bunch of Samsung events now, and I've seen a bunch of Samsung events now, and I will say this. They never tell you much about the phones anymore. They don't talk about specs. I think they don't talk about specs because talking about specs, I mean, there's nothing iteratively different. This is just an iterative update with some cosmetic changes and a couple of additional features. There's nothing about these phones that's special or different. The Note 20 is just another Note phone that costs $1,000 for a plastic version and $1,300 for the one that everybody wants. Okay? As it comes to the Fold 2, it does look better. I like the wider screen. I like that it doesn't have that cutout in it. Now it has a hole punch. It looks like a cool phone. They didn't tell us how much it's going to cost, which tells me that it's going to cost a lot. People in the chat during my live stream were saying they weren't going to tell us how much it was going to cost until like September. So they want us to want the phone that bad over the course of the next few weeks, so that when we hear that it's $2,500 or $2,200 or $2,300, whatever it's going to be, then we'll be like, well, that's not that bad. Samsung tried to make a lot of effort to talk about the fact that, yes, this is a challenging times and things are different than they were even back when, the Note 20 or the S20 was released. But at the same time, they release a phone that's nothing's under $1,000. Nothing's under $1,000 that we know of. I'm sure the watch is under $1,000. This was the most tone deaf, the most painfully wooden, scripted, poorly performed, poorly executed, poorly edited, poorly everything event that I've ever seen. Ever. Like I mean, I've seen professors read off PowerPoints in classes better than this. It was terrible. It doesn't matter that the WWDC Apple event was so much better. That doesn't matter. This, on its own, in a bubble, was terrible. So we've got Note 20, Note 20 Ultra, S7 tablet thingy. We've got beans, mouse kidneys. We've got Fold 2 or Z Fold 2. It's weird because there was never a Z Fold 1. There was a Fold. Now it's like they're retconning. It doesn't matter. Will the phones be good? Yes, I'm sure they will be quite functional, quite good. They will have, as I said, a few additional features that will be nice. They will be nice phones. But man, they didn't have to do this. They didn't have to do this to us. Okay, I got a couple more notes here. There was a section with the Nickelback singer. Why was the singer from Nickelback in this presentation? The one really good piece of information that came out from all of this is that Samsung says they're going to support 3 generations of software updates. That's one more than they used to, and on, most of the way to 5 like Apple does. So that is good. That is good. They are going to support 3 generations. They just kind of threw that in at the end. Xbox Game Pass. They talked about Xbox Game Pass like it was, some sort of feature that was going to be exclusive to Samsung, and it is not. Samsung will have that feature, but from what I understand, Xbox Game Pass will be available on pretty much all Android phones by September 15th, when the Note 20 won't even be out yet. The bronze color, Mystic Bronze, is ugly as hell. Ugly as hell. The Note 20 is plastic. The Note 20 Ultra looks like a really good phone. The bezels are very slim. It's all squared off. I like that. I've always liked that about the Note phones. But after this, would I tell you to go buy a Note 20 or a Note 20 Ultra? No. Not for $1,000, not for $1,300, not when you can get the Note 9 renewed on Amazon for $350. Or if you want a polycarbonate body, you can just go get a Pixel 4a for $350. Samsung has lost the thread, people. They have lost the thread. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what world they live in. They're on planet Samsung, where the air must be really thin because they are clueless. And nothing proved that to me any more than this event. That was a bad presentation, and I sat through it for you people to give you my reactions. And my reactions are this. Ugh. Note 20, plastic. Did I mention that the Note 20 is made out of plastic? And the earbuds look like mouse kidneys. Anyway, thanks so much for being here. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Were you excited? Were you wrapped? Were you glued to the screen for this Samsung event? Thanks for being here. We'll talk down in the comments. This has been my reaction to the Samsung Unpacked event, where you know what it is. Until the next time, my name's Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech. Tech, so honest it hurts. Until the next time. Did I already say until the next time? I'm out.